Chat, this is one of those deck techs where I tell you I have no strong opinions or validations or reasoning for any of the cards here. I have gone onto the internet and I have committed an unspeakable crime. You wouldn't download a card, chat. Don't download a deck. Net decking is stealing. I have stolen this deck list, and I am admitting to that in front of all of you here. Let's play some games with this kind of aggressively slanted Mardu mid-rangey deck. It's playing a bunch of cute cards that I like. Let's try some standard for the first time in a bit. Omega King, thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back. That decking is theft. Oh, I applied for the NFT. It's mine now. What a superb context shield. Dysphoria pointing out that if you're going to net deck, make sure you secure your internet with NordVPN first so you don't get caught stealing, chap. Sure, thanks for the 11 months, Dysphoria. Welcome back. Oh, thank you, honey. Well, Nord helped me download a car. I don't know. Can you 3D print a car yet? Probably not quite. Lifelink and Menace. Sounds great.
Now this is a juicy secret.
This is bad against Meat Hook, but
There's no secret I can't uncover. Something you don't know.
Yeah, I have a question at home. Why do they call this mix of things beer nuts? What am I missing?
I bring order.
Is it just because they're like all bar snacks?
You deal with this annoyance.
They're traditionally served at a bar. They're delicious is what they are. All right, I think we just do this and then ship Graveyard Trespasser into Sorin here. I'm missing the beer. Well, beer is gross.
Let this be
And this
over.
snack mix is delicious. Chat, if my alcohol can't disguise itself as candy, I don't want anything to do with it, okay? It has to be able to disguise itself as candy.
What do we have here?
There's some beers that come close to that. Not all, but some. What type of spot removal do these decks play, chat? Yeah, Infernal Grasp. Get their Planeswalker low here.
You almost stopped me that time.
This card's really good.
Now this is a juicy secret.
All right, I'm gonna Florian. And then we can attack here. Exile the Eye Twitch. We'll get to hopefully our top card's a black source if we're a true professional.
Are everywhere. I know something you don't know.
Yeah, Kaido's just buried us this game.
now this is a juicy secret.
Okay, this is kind of adorable with Vessel of All Consuming. That's like Totes and Orbs.
Mission's compromised. Time to go. Many secrets I know something you don't know.
This is cute. Deals 2 to any target and 1 to each non-artifact creature. Humiliate. This actually seems pretty good in this matchup. Vanishing Verse seems quite bad. Tags like Sorin. Oh, Stance kills their 4/4, right? I have some miscellaneous removal too. Yeah, Stance is probably worth playing. Split the difference on these Angelfires. Yeah, that can be a tough one, Chris. It's definitely very capable of liking or, you know, really enjoying the people that you work with, but also understanding that the company's just a company. The company that you work for and the people that you work with are two different things. Hope your change is good for you. Verse gets Meat Hook. Versing Meat Hook Massacre is not a profitable exchange. Alright, so long, friends. If you're someone that works in a fairly competitive industry and you kind of like the company you work for, but you know they're not keeping up with things like they should in terms of how much they compensate their employees, it's definitely worthwhile to consider telling them you got a better offer from somewhere else, because sometimes places will match or beat. I remember when I put in my 2-week notice at the job I had for a year and a half before I quit to do the stay-at-home dad thing after Jake was born. They offered me a 20 grand raise not to leave. And it was just like, You people could have been paying me 20% more the entire time.
Consider yourself fortunate. You can do
The person that asked why I didn't attack their planeswalker last turn, that's because I was capable of reading.
Oh, there will
Would have
be
worked in
next
paper. Yeah, probably. Hey, just play another Trespasser out. Just keep the pressure on. Oh yeah, that's the worst, Chris. They expect you to keep working for less money than the brand new person. Good for you. Yeah, discuss your salaries with your coworkers, chat. Oh, I should have flashback one instead of playing the other one from hand. Sure. Remote work could drive income inequality. I think that's probably pretty silly. My industry is one of the ones where it is actually legal for them to require me not to talk about contracts that I sign, because I'm not technically an employee of the companies that give me sponsorships. I frequently try to push to remove NDA clauses from contracts, but sometimes companies don't want to budge, and I need their money more than they need me. I do my best to be able to pull that out, to be able to talk about it when I can, but it's not always an option. I'll play this and name Infernal Grasp here. The NDAs prevent you from mentioning the NDAs exist. They do not. We've got 2 Showdowns here. This is probably one of our better cards in this matchup.
Get in, get out. Bet you can't catch us.
I didn't attack their Planeswalker chat because there was a coffee cup on top of it, so it wasn't there.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
I think we just YOLO the Hive with the Eye Tyrant, right? Because if they use a removal spell on the Hive here, they're then not using a removal spell on this most likely. So, sad to see our creature land go down, but I think it's right to make them have that there.
Now this is a juicy secret.
He's a hungry boy, chat. We're in game 3 of match 1, and I don't feel like closing Arena and opening Pokemon Unite yet, so I'm gonna say Standard has so far exceeded expectations.
I've got all
Currently clearing the low bar. So better than historic. Accurate. Mood. Yeah, I got to play all 4 cards off of Skalds here, which is great. Been clean living. The Bloodchief Thirst wasn't super high value, but at least like impacted the board. Yeah, keeping our Trespasser out of meat hook range is huge, because it means they have to 2-for-1 it with a piece of spot removal. Oh, that's cute. I'm actually gonna exile my own cards here. Oh, let's really exile from their graveyard. I'm gonna exile my own Showdown, so that way this can't take it in the future.
My head wasn't in it. Hope you're ready for some wound game. I got someone on the inside who can help.
Okay, this is kind of awesome. Killian letting you double on that for like super minimal amounts of mana is kind of correct. Yeah, it seems up your alley, Wargy. Angelfire Ignition's a big feather card. Donkey friends there. I really want to keep the cheeky Kaya's Onslaught shit. It's probably what we're supposed to bottom though. Much as I want to, don't want to, it's the correct play. It's a shame we can't just keep 7. Damn shame. Deadly Dispute. You just put this on Meat Hook. The fact that I can type Meat Hook in and it doesn't search for the Meat Hook Massacre is just, come on now. This is like text parsing in a search box 101. Please fix. See, I named Meat Hook Massacre here, chat, because I'm incredibly unlucky and they always have it. I'll name it again, I swear. Come at me. Please don't have a shock. I'm probably just supposed to let that trade happen, shit. Feels sad, man. We have 4 showdowns of the Skalds, Chip.
Children drench their hands.
So our path back in.
I return to the abyss. And I, the generous one.
I'm sorry, Beck, what did you say? Which Borborygmos were you naming?
You deal with this annoyance.
Thanks for the follow, Shallop. Alright, so... consuming rate sounds good here. I'm trying to, like... Is this the matchup this card is for? Is this for mono white? Maybe this is for mono white. I'm like trying to think like what matchup this card is for. It must be mono white, right? Yeah, it doesn't clean anvil tokens. Yeah, it cleans Lolth, I guess. It does 1-for-1 Lolth. That's true. I don't know, seems loose. Yes, fine, right? So, land, this is a land. He dead, Jim? Have you killed him? Black source. Peekaboo here, shall we? I take their Lulth, I think, here. We'll just play the Silencers out on Meathook again. Okay. I'm into it. Picking up what the Consumes All is putting down. One first strike, please. He says before getting Doombladed. All right. Could just Meathook us here. Seems fine. They have a treasure token. Deal Areno. I know they just played a Meathook, but I'm pretty sure we just named the Meathook Massacre again. It's just like the one card we really care about. The swarm shall not be sated, chip. I'm a hungry, hungry boy, chat. Gobble, gobble. Humph. Goodbye, friends. Nom, 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 nom. The saga's been very good, yeah. For sure. Okay. Oh, it makes blockers for Sorin, Sedge. Is your removal spell too? Are you kidding me? We're dead, fam. I guess this gets to start gaining us life. Every time one of their creatures dies, we lose one. Really, they're going up on Sorin.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Yeah, these two fight with each other a bit. Angelfire would be our best draw for sure. We need some life to stabilize here. Am I dead yet? Ooh. These spirits are just colorless. They're not artifacts, shit. Off of the red land. Edge. Needed an Angelfire there. Unable to find it and got burned out. This kills you, doesn't it? I mean, all of the lines killed us. The alternative was taking one from an attack instead of blocking. So we were taking one and then two... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, is that right? We were dead regardless there, right? Oh, we could have put Killian out to lifelink to block. If I put Killian out to lifelink to block, I don't get to guarantee kill the Sorin, but maybe you're right that I just had to have the life. You think you are probably correct? You would have killed Sorin due to the trample. No, yeah, I think you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, the saga has trample. Good shout. Yeah, I should have played the Killian instead of the other thing. I mean, playing Killian doesn't mean we win by any means. It just gives us a better shot at it. There's, you know, half a dozen different cards they have that still end the game in their favor there. Our opponent has somewhere else to beat you. Chat, what's the line on how many 0 follower, no picture people I block on Twitter responding with crappy takes on my Luris tweet? We're currently at 2. Set the line at 9.5. Do you take the over or the under? Over. Everybody's over. Wow, we're really confident here. Easy over. I'm making a new Twitter right now to give you a bad take. Oh no! What have I done, chat? I've unleashed this upon myself. I have no one but myself to blame.
Good minions are loyal. And
Alright, so far my mid-range deck doesn't seem very competitive into Meathook Massacre decks, which I guess doesn't surprise me. Have anybody in chat been playing Standard? Are there a lot of Meathook decks in Standard right now? This is my first time playing Standard in a long while. Yes. That sounds not fun. Tons of Meathook, gross. Enough for me to sideboard annul. Yeah, Variety's the spice of life, and Historic's a little drab right now, so I wanted to try some Standard. I wanted to try some Standard over Historic in addition to Alchemy. It's a shame we can't just play Pioneer on this platform. Orzhov only plays like 2 Meathooks? Really? Less than I would have expected. Yeah, I'm really hoping the bigger changes they have planned for Historic are going to be coming after the event this weekend. I'm kind of hoping that, like, they've been waiting because they know this tournament's coming. Yay, I agree, Navier. No, Jen, I'm just hoping for bigger changes. Because I'm young and dumb and I allow myself to be hurt quite often. Yeah, the Rakdos Anvil list has a lot going on. I'm gonna name Sorin, and I'm gonna name Necrotic Fumes. And my opponent is gonna cast the Meathook Massacre that's on top of their deck and make me very sad. Oh, yeah. It's a sweet, sweet Magic the Gathering card right there, chat. You're just completely misinformed, Metal Joe. Pioneer is a non-rotating format. Think Modern, but smaller. I honestly wasn't expecting him to block these. Thanks for the card, Jump.
Consider yourself fortunate. You will serve me well.
Modern Horizons affect Pioneer. Not so far. I assume they'll eventually try and monetize the format with direct to Pioneer sets, but so far direct to Pioneer doesn't exist.
My ways are not for the weak. Without me.
Great. I need a showdown to the Skalds real bad. How am I feeling about Standard? I think if Standard is mostly meat hook decks, it's probably not going to be a regular part of the rotation, but we'll see. We're gonna give it a chance. We're gonna give it a chance to see what the range of things are in the format. Thank you for thinning a basic out of my deck before Showdown resolves. I appreciate you. Catch you later, Sassy. So they're sweeping the board next turn? They must not have had that in hand, right? Because, like, if they have that in hand, there's no way they choose to chump there. That's quite lethal, chat. Hungry, hungry boy. Gobble, gobble. Hey, we beat that hook deck. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, Christy and I took the kids to a state park for a hike with the Cub Scout pack over the weekend, and that's like a 70-minute drive. Gas was already up to $4.30 a gallon. Chat, I started driving the summer. Gas was $4 a gallon. Gosh, how long ago was that? That was 15 years ago. Are we gonna break those prices? They think. At least my vehicle is marginally more fuel efficient. I had a 1993 GMC full-size van as my first vehicle. How much is a gallon? I don't translate our measurements out of freedom units for you people outside of the United States, okay? You want me to take freedom away from my measurements? Come on now. Gas here is $6.47 a gallon. Whew. Are you in the U.S., Wiki? I know gas is always more expensive outside the U.S. because we subsidize it here. Is my understanding. No, Canada. Okay. Captain Corf, thanks for the 17 months. Welcome back. Faith Age. Thank you for the over 5 years. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. It's 1 o'clock, chat, and I'm saying good morning to people. It's still morning on the left coast. Faith Age is in Seattle. Yeah, my kids will definitely stick with at least Cub Scouts through. Once they're into Boy Scouts, they're teenagers, they can probably start making some of their own decisions about extracurricular activities they want to do or not do. I've talked about this on stream before, but my wife and I actually met through scouting. We were both in Venture Crew together. Alright, chat. What are the odds this Bloodchief's Thirst resolves on the Goldspan Dragon? Is there a number less than 0%? Let me try and do this. Venturing was the first branch of Scouts that was co-ed. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we got him. Yeah, discard your card, friend. Discard your card. Kaya's got some words for you, friend. All right, 112 ball, please. One 12 ball. Crunch. Crunch. the old 24-point swing. Your move, Yugi boy. Listen, chat. I am an immensely deep sucker for a constructed playable combat trick. That made me feel things I didn't know my cold, dead heart was capable of feeling. I'll do it again, I swear. I hear it's twice as nice the second time we blow them out. Discard one Magic the Gathering card, please. There's no creatures in any of these graveyards, chat. I wanted to KO them this turn instead of next turn. The fact that they keep having to discard cards and we keep getting to protect our thing is so lovely. So lovely. We've had trouble kicking Bloodchief's Thirst a couple of times, but we've mostly been able to cast our spells. Yeah, you have a lot of dual lands in this format. Okay, so Valorous Stance is cracked. Check for traps and Humiliate sounds good. Consumes and Bloodchief's Thirst seem mediocre. And Vanishing Verse tier still. Alright, so like, the odds of getting them with Kaya's Onslaught, I know, boo, Jeff hates fun, but I'm pretty sure it's correct to board this card out here. I know I'm a big old stick in the mud who's no fun, but I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be in my deck postboard. Boo this man. Why does he hate fun? How many answers do I even need to Goldspan Dragon? Can I just like cut 2 verses, just like plan to kill them through Goldspan again? I'm boarding in 4 discard spells. We're boarding up to 4 of these. Warlordy, thanks for the 19 months. Welcome back. Yeah, let's try this. We've not played against Hinata in Standard yet, or Historic. Or Historic, or Alchemy. That's the deck I want to get around to. We played some of that week 1. That's one I definitely want to play some more of. It was a completely cookie cutter form email, Televangelist. Oh, you know, in fact, this person, speaking of Hinata, they could be a Hinata deck, right? Yeah, they're totes a Hinata deck. So, I think I actually Graveyard Trespasser here. And then we put the 1/1 counter on the Trespasser, so that way if they want to stance something this turn, they, so that way if they want to stance something this turn, they have to discard a card. Says this is fine. You can make their stance be a 2-for-1 in our favor. Sweet, Warlordy, thanks. Does it not attack counterspells? Sure does. Historic is not some paper boomer format. We don't ban cards in Historic anymore, me Nikki B. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised to see a power level adjustment to Luris happen inside of Historic. Yeah, I think they're probably priced into stancing here too, which is great for us. This is a pretty good turn even if they stance us. They discarded Opus like a kid who wanted to be an astronaut giving up on their dreams. It's a little too real, Televangelist. They have to ask you to take your dose of depressing reality elsewhere. This card called Unexpected Windfall. Wargy, you just take the companion text off of it. It's playable as a main deck card. You just say, okay, it's not a companion anymore. Yeah, like I've played Luris as a main deck card. in a few different things over the time. Like, it wouldn't be everywhere, but it's still fine. Alright, let's get in one more match with this, and we'll swap on over to some, Pokemon Unite, huh? Alright, chat. Not to jinx anything, but we've played Standard for over an hour, and I don't hate Standard or myself just yet. So I think we're gonna do some more of it. And again, if you're a Twitch sub who has some Standard or Alchemy deck ideas that you think are sweet, you should send them to me a la Discord. If you are a non-Twitch sub, I still would like to see your ideas, but they'll have a little bit lower priority than the subs. Feel free to tag me on Twitter with your deck ideas if you're a non-sub. And if you're a non-sub who doesn't have Twitter, it's probably cheaper long-term for you to just sub rather than make a Twitter, because making a Twitter long-term is a huge negative EV proposition. Nah, I think locking themselves into policies like that is silly. I think it's fine if they want to experiment with that on occasion, but I think saying we're always going to do something like that would be a mistake. The therapist for Twitter costs way more than a Twitch sub. Ain't that the truth? And remember, chat, if you're one of the many tens of thousands, hundred thousands, millions of Americans that have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch sub every single month with that Twitch Prime. Jeff Bezos has enough dollar dues. Honestly, I think we just consume this Dorko. I can attack. We have run out of gases, shit. So we technically have 2 threats in play for now, but... Oh, Rite of Oblivion is so good. Oh, this is actually the card. I think this is probably the most oppressive card when it comes to edging out mid-range decks. I guess we have Hive of the Eye Tyrant here at least, so in this case they're not gonna get a second one with it. It's just so powerful. Yeah, Raid plus Wedding is super duper strong for sure. Just so many free permanents that you don't mind throwing away, and then you have so many things like Meat Hook that rewards you for throwing things away. And then, you know, the other wiggle in it all is that, like, it's yet another card that exiles, meaning, like, normally creature decks like this would have Valorous Stance to protect their threats, but there's just so much exile removal in the format that's just not an option. Okay, our Hive got to clean out both of these, so maybe we have a shot. The fact that Hive got to take these away means if we find a Showdown of the Skalds, we can maybe be in this game. Yeah, I agree, Keldarian. Oh, obviously, I don't think this card's probably bannable in Standard. I think it's probably good enough in Alchemy that the flashback should maybe cost 5 or something like that. Just tone it down. They have Hullbreaker Horror. No. This is a good exchange for us. They just like have another meat hook and they want to clean the aspirant out. The person who said IMO standard, and what was I don't want to misquote you. IMO alchemy is worse than standard. In my opinion, I'm allowed to ban you on my Twitch channel. Sometimes your opinion is like your asshole. You should probably keep it to yourself and not hang it out in front of everybody else to see.
With the right tools, thanks. I'll be taking that now.
And for what it's worth, chat, I think it's perfectly acceptable and fine to enjoy one or two, it's perfectly acceptable and fine to enjoy any individual Magic format more than others. But at the same time, it's also okay to let people like things. And if your gut instinct, anytime someone says something positive about alchemy, is to just like take a dump on alchemy, just bugger off, right? Like that's so toxic and unnecessary. Just completely just like let other people like things. It's fine if the thing that they like is not for you. Just let them do it. I promise you it's okay. Okay, this is the matchup these Seismic Waves are for. 100, where I was wondering aloud where the Seismic Waves are for. And this has gotta be it, right? Seems really good here. Alchemy existing does not affect standard. That is the kind of purpose / goal of this rant. Would I rather have Bloodchief's Thirst or a discard spell? Probably the Bloodchief's Thirst. Killing Kaido on occasion seems good. Let's try this. I think I'm gonna put the counter on Killian here. Well, so the problem with the Souls game discussion, Lambton, is that a lot of the Souls game stuff is based around deals 2 damage to any target and 1 to each non. All right, I'm picking you twice. Sorry, I had to figure out what my card was doing. A lot of the stuff surrounding like the Dark Souls stuff is like Dark Souls games do explicitly yuck the yum of people that want easier 3D combat, third-person combat games, right? Nobody reasonable who asks for difficulty settings inside of those games is like saying they shouldn't exist in their current state. The difficulty settings discussions are, this game should exist exactly how it is right now, but then also have difficulty settings like most modern games. This is what it comes down to. Alright, we have a protection spell now for this, so we are just all in on our friend here.
Run away.
Souls gamers are such injured individuals. It's really funny to me how many people that play these Souls games think that being able to walk away from a boss is the same thing as difficulty settings. I've heard that so much, it's just not remotely the same thing. It's not even close. I'm not talking about Dark Souls anymore, chat. If you want to talk about it, I'm gonna time you out. I don't care which side of the issue you're on. It's 2020. Add difficulty settings to your video games. 2022, whatever year it is, chat. Even in 2020, you should have had difficulty settings in your video games. I'm moving along. It is, in fact, March 1000th, 2020. I keep most hands with lands and spells in an attrition matchup like this. Just want as many cards as possible. I get Aspirant down because we can get this up to a 3/3 to attack past the Hermit here. No blocks. I think with this draw, we play Killian so we can hold up the shelter. Yeah, Killian's been pretty impressive too, honestly. Speaking of impressive, so if I do this... Yeah, if I do this targeting this is a target a creature cost 2. So if I target this, and then target you, then I can cast this. Think we name Rite of Oblivion here? The problem here is they're back up to 8 power in play now, right? The hits keep coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. Do 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 do. I don't know. That's just always what I mumble through. It's probably not the actual lyrics, chat. Come on now. Except we don't know the words of the songs that I am singing. How do we feel about counter on Killian, attack with everything? Alright, now the problem here is our board gets cleared by meat hooked. Maybe I'm supposed to make our aspirant a 4/4. So that we have a 4 toughness thing in play. The silencer is currently naming Rite of Oblivion. Alright, it's fine. They're gonna meat hook us and we're gonna draw Angelfire Ignition and kill them. Hey, thanks for the 40 months, Tron player. Welcome back. Appreciate the support. Okay, I mean, all things considered, that's one of our better draws. I think I'm gonna pass here. I think I want to cast these while I have the second chapter from this up. And if I consume all, kill the eye twitch, I'll be able to silencer whatever lesson they name. Oh, I don't have enough black to play Killian out here as well. That's actually really sad. And they're gonna lose the right to consuming all, so they might use it and give us a card here. I guess it also costs them 3 life though, right?
I've got all kinds of connections.
This thing's a 5/5. The other planeswalker out before I can draw a card here. I couldn't do it on my turn, it was phased out. Angelfire off the top would be pretty cracked. Just chilling in the meantime. Both down to top decks here, chat. Stabilized boards. Oh, I have 4 Angelfires in my deck. 4 Angelfires, 3 Showdowns. Thirty 37 cards. The fact that they have discard spells in their deck right now is really good for us. This game is slowly slipping away from us as we keep drawing bricks.
With the right tools, I can do anything. There's no secret I can't uncover.
Need to draw a piece of action this turn. I think that quake counts. This is at least big enough to block these 4/4s now, but we're still not in a very good spot, obviously. Hey, Lemu, thanks for the entire year. Welcome
I got
back.
Someone on the inside who can help.
I mean, we have 2 more copies of Consuming Right in our deck, too, in addition to the Showdowns and the Showdowns and the Angelfires. Hey, get to live to fight another turn. He's have trample. They gotta throw some stuff in front of him. Even just second Angelfire might do it at this point if their hand is blanks. Alright. I think I attack with all 3 of these, right? They're all trample. So they have 6. This is 6, 10, 14, 18, 22. And this is 11 and 12 is 23. So they're at 25. If I attack with this, is it lethal? They like they have to put 2 in front of here. And they put 2 in front of here, then they go like double block this, and then 6 goes here. Yeah, I think the Aspirant gets to attack here. Math is for blockers, Jeff, stop it. Bring me pictures of Killian Ink Duelist! It's a menace! Yeah, they're dead on board. They need something out of hand. This deck played incredibly sweet games of Magic, chat. All right, standard gets to see another day, chat. It was kind of fun today. This deck was neat. We'll get back around to this one again at some point. I'm sure we're gonna try and play different things every day like we usually do. But if you're looking for a Mardu mid-rangey deck, this I think this went 6-2 at a community tournament. Yeah, we net decked this. We copied it card for card, and it was gas. A lot of fun, tricky stuff. Killian was really kind of the standout card of the set. This card with Shelter and Kaya's Onslaught and Angelfire Ignition was all very good and sweet. Nice. All right. That being said, we're still gonna be done with Magic for today. People are